Elon Musk and his team at Doge have made a discovery that should make every single American citizen sick to their stomachs. And to be honest, it makes me more sick to know how long this fraud, waste, and abuse has been going on. So we're going to get right into it. My name is Clayton Kearns from ShiningPolitics.com. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel to get more videos like this, where we dive into topics like this every single day. So let's get right into it. Yesterday, Elon Musk tweeted this: the Doge team just discovered that FEMA sent $59 million last week to luxury hotels in New York City to house illegal migrants. Sending this money violated the law and is in gross insubordination to the president's executive order. That money is meant for American disaster relief and instead is being spent on high-end hotels for illegals. A clawback demand will be made today to recoup those funds. Now, thankfully, we have someone like Elon Musk looking into things like this. Thank God we have Doge, because if not, there's another $60 million of American taxpayer money wasted down the drain. Now, you have the Democrats sitting here saying, well, it's just $60 million. I mean, our deficit and our debt is trillions of dollars, so really what's $60 million? And that is exactly why we don't give these people the power of the purse. That's why they cannot be trusted, because they waste money like they're a kid playing Monopoly. And then today, Elon was in the Oval Office and he's added another crazy detail to this whole story. So it was a whole spectacle that we'll get into a couple of these videos here of Elon in the Oval Office with Trump. But check this out, when Trump got wind of it, and then check out the context that Elon adds to it.
How do you stop looking? I mean, we've already found it. We have a case in New York where a hotel has paid $59 million. $59 million because it's housing migrants, illegal migrants, all illegal, I believe.
And they were being paid twice the normal room rate at 100% occupancy.
Unbelievable.
So it's a racket.
So let that sink in. The hotel was being paid twice the normal rate per room to house illegal immigrants. This is and this is in direct violation of President Trump's recent executive order. This is insanity. This is criminal, and it should be investigated. But that wasn't the only thing to come from this scene here with Elon in the Oval Office. And you see his son right there below him. His name is X. I don't know how to pronounce his whole name, but he calls him X. And he gives a really, really good summary of the damage that the bureaucrats are doing in our government. We didn't elect these people. We didn't vote for these people. And just listen to what he has to say here, and then we'll talk about that. It's amazing.
So at a high level, if you say what is the goal of Doge, and I think a significant part of the presidency is to restore democracy. This may seem like, well, are we in a democracy? Well, if you don't have a feedback loop, FAX, we would have to, if you sorry. So, I tell you, gravitas can be difficult sometimes. If there's not a good feedback loop from the people to the government, and if you have rule of the bureaucrat, if the bureaucracy is in charge, and then what meaning does democracy actually have? If the people cannot vote and have their will be decided by their elected representatives in the form of the president and the Senate and the House, then we don't live in a democracy, we live in a bureaucracy. So it's incredibly important that we close that feedback loop, we fix that feedback loop, and that the public's elected representatives, the President, the House, and the Senate, decide what happens, as opposed to a large unelected bureaucracy. This is not to say that there are good people who are in the federal bureaucracy, but you can't have an autonomous federal bureaucracy. You have to have one that's responsive to the people. That's the whole point of a democracy. And if you looked at this, if you asked looked at the founders today and said, what do you think of the way things have turned out? Well, we have this unelected, fourth unconstitutional branch of government, which is the bureaucracy, which has, in a lot of ways, currently more power than any elected representative. And this is not something that people want, and it's not it does not match the will of the people. So it's just something we've got to fix. And we've also got to address the deficit. So we've got a $2 trillion deficit, and if we don't do something about this deficit, the country's going bankrupt. I mean, it's really astounding that the interest payments alone on the national debt exceed the Defense Department budget, which is shocking because we spend a lot of money on defense. But and if that just keeps going, we're essentially going to bankrupt the country. So what I really would say is, like, it's not optional for us to reduce the federal expenses. It's essential. It's essential for America to remain solvent as a country, and it's essential for America to have the resources necessary to provide things to its citizens and not simply be servicing vast amounts of debt.
That was so perfectly articulated, and it's about time that we have this kind of thinking in the highest levels of our government. Thankfully, headed by President Trump, to make our country more efficient, to reduce spending, to reduce abuse, to reduce waste, and putting someone with the brains and the talent that Elon Musk has, who attracts the type of talent from other areas who want to work for him and do good work. This is like a dream scenario, and we really need to relish in what we're witnessing right here. Never before has this been done in American history. We're literally seeing history being made. Things that just no one ever really thought to do. It's like, hey, should we cut, waste and abuse? Like, yeah, we should. All right, cool. Well, in the past, it's like, all right, well, nothing is done about it. But now it's like, okay, well, hey, let's actually go line by line and see what we need and what we don't need. And let's actually jump into that real quick. Let's go to the Doge Twitter page and let's just scroll. They're giving amazing updates every single day. I literally get notifications to my phone. So this is yesterday. The Department of Education terminated 29 DEI training grants totaling $101 million. One of these grants sought to train teachers to help students understand and interrogate the complex histories involved in oppression and help students recognize areas of privilege and power on an individual and collective basis. Should the American people be spending $101 million on that? No, especially when you know that this is all leftist woke BS that they're pushing. Okay. Also, today, the Department of Education terminated 89 contracts worth $881 million. This is almost $1 billion. One contractor was paid $1.5 million to observe mailing and clerical operations at a mail center. That sounds like a pretty dang good dream job to me. I mean, I'm sorry. Get paid $1 million to observe mailing and clerical operations? How has this gone unchecked for so long? I'll never understand it. Let's keep going. This is also yesterday. The Department of Agriculture terminated 18 contracts for a total of $9 million, including contracts for Central American Gender Assessment Consultant Services. What? And also Brazil Forest and Gender Consultant Services and Women in Forest Carbon Initiative Mentorship Program. But you're telling me we don't have money for the wall? You're telling me that we don't have money to help homeless veterans, to help the people who are really in need in our country? Really? This is absolute insanity. Another one here. Great coordination across 35 agencies over the last 2 days to terminate 199 wasteful contracts saving $250 million, including a contract for Asia-Pacific, Sri Lanka, Climate Change Mitigation, Adaptation, and Resilience Coordinator Services for the Forest Service. Workshop for Intercultural Communication, Diversity, Dialogue, Circle Communicating Across Differences. Like, what is this? Another one that you're really going to like. This is from February 7th. In the past 48 hours, HHS canceled 62 contracts worth $182 million. These contracts were entirely for administrative expenses, none touched by any healthcare programs. This included terminating a $168,000 contract for an Anthony Fauci exhibit at the NIH Museum. This guy does not deserve an exhibit of any type. In fact, he should be investigated. But anyways, that's a topic for another day here. George, one of my buddies, George, posted here. An exhibit for who? This guy, the guy who should be in prison for crimes against humanity. I mean, I didn't say it, he said it. And then here's one last final one just so you can see more of all the action that's being taken. This was February 4th. 12 consulting contract terminations in GSA and the Department of Education for a total savings of $30 million, including a $23 million work order for digital modernization program management office support and 12 underutilized lease cancellations for an annual savings of $3 million a year. Again, the Democrats are saying, well, what's $3 million? Well, when you have $3 million here and $50 million here and $100 million here and $881 million there, it adds up, and we wonder why our country has been in the financial situation that it has been in. And all I can say is thank God for President Trump, thank God for Elon Musk, and this is about to be a fun 4 years. Okay, so anyways, that's all I have for you today. Please make sure, if you have not already, subscribe to this channel. If you've already subscribed to this channel, make sure you like this video. Comment below, let me know what you think about President Trump and the job that Doge is doing, and definitely comment down there. I want to see what you're thinking, and I am just so excited. I will be talking with you guys tomorrow.